Do you want to talk at all about the Cross Connector Highway?
Coastal Connector. Sure.
Thank you.
Sure. So Coastal Connector, FDOT, they did their unveiling of that project. I believe it was in April, and immediately the county commission went to work because the public didn't feel, I think, that they had an opportunity to be heard. We actually,
oh yeah. Well, I'm doing a talk show. You hear everybody on every issue. There's very few issues that are unanimous. That one was kind of unanimous.
Oh, absolutely. So, the county commission immediately asked FDOT to come up for a workshop, and we actually allowed public comment at that public hearing, and everybody that wanted to speak got an opportunity to speak. And FDOT heard clearly that this community did not want that highway coming through it. Yeah. So the board took action, and we sent a letter to Governor Scott. Mayor Gwynn got an answer back from Governor Scott, and we very quickly wrote another letter to the governor.
Oh, he was rejecting what you were trying to say?
He didn't reject it. They just, their first response came back, and it said that, they were postponing. And so
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I immediately had another letter drafted.
That wasn't good. Postponing isn't good enough, right?
That wasn't what we wanted. No, we wanted it. We wanted the study terminated, and we wanted it canceled. And so we sent the governor another letter, and then I actually went to Tallahassee and met with FDOT Secretary Mike Dew on a Tuesday, and the following Wednesday, the routes came down off of the website. So, it's
wow, I didn't realize that part of the story. Well, good for you.
Yeah,
wow.
and I'm not taking credit for that. I'm just saying that after having a conversation with him, because I talked to him about the fact that those routes were still out there. And I said, if you have property out in that area and you are looking to sell it, you have to disclose that. And, I said, it's starting to kind of affect our sales. And so he said, well, the one thing we can do is definitely get that down. And so they took that down. And I'm sure that it's something that we're going to probably have to keep reminding them that we don't want that here. We're really thinking they've actually said that they're going to follow the I-75 task relief, the relief task force's recommendations about improvements on 75. And then I think looking at the original routes that they had proposed.
Okay. Yeah, because that is, in fairness to what they were trying to do,
right.
The fair thing is, well, what are we going to do about all the congestion? And so that would have been one answer.
Well, and we've got projects here that are going to somewhat help with the congestion that we see. One of the heaviest traveled corridors on I-75 between Wildwood and I-10 is between 484 and State Road 200.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And so, we have a road project.
Why is that?
Because you have a lot of people that jump on at 484 coming into town to get off on 200.
Because of the turnpike.
Well, not because of the turnpike. They're coming into Ocala to go to work. And then, they have to go back.
It's interesting, isn't it? I wouldn't have thought that. Yeah.
Yes.
Huh.
And so, when we get our 49th Avenue project done, which is, going to be a few years, but that's going to give us another north-south corridor. And then eventually we have the interchange that will be between 27 and 326. And that will go over, connect into 35th. And that will be another east-west corridor for our county as well. So it will actually, we're going to eventually have an entire bypass around all of those very heavily traveled areas for people who are trying to get from one side of the county to the other, or say you've got truck traffic that's coming in from Silver Springs. They can bypass, coming down through downtown. All of these things are years away, of course, but when we talk about growth, that's what we have to do. We have to plan for the future. And so those are some of the things that we are planning on.